What is up, everyone? It's your main man here, Tucko, and I am bringing you a gameplay and commentary. This commentary is a review of the, I don't know, is it commentary? I guess, should I say commentary review, or is it just review? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Why don't you go ahead and help me out? Put it in the comment section below what you think it should be called. Anyway, this is a review of the submachine guns. Now, I haven't posted for about a day and a half. I had family who came from out of town, for the holiday weekend. For Thanksgiving, they wanted to see my my 2-year-old daughter trick-or-treating and all that, so they were taking tons of pictures, and we had a good time, and food, and we had a party, so, I didn't get a chance to post. I know you're supposed to post once a day if you want to be YouTube famous, but that's not as important to me as family time, so if I have to skip days, I will. That's just how it goes. Anyway, so typically when I do one of these reviews, I usually capture gameplay with the gun I like the absolute most. So I figured this time I would switch it up. I am giving you gameplay of the gun that I like the absolute least, and that is the Weevil. The Weevil was terrible. It just treated me poorly. So let's get into the submachine guns. The first one's the Cuda. I believe that's given at the exact same time as the Weevil in the very beginning of the game, like when you very first turn it on. I could be wrong on that, but I do know the Cuda is first, and the Cuda is actually a really solid gun. I did actually pretty well with it. I really enjoyed it. Range on it was pretty good. Fire rate wasn't too bad. And notice I could really kill people from long distance as long as I kind of just feathered the bumper a little bit and just didn't, kind of mash the button down and hold it. So that was a really good gun. The Weevil, what I'm playing with here, it just felt like it took a million bullets to kill somebody. The recoil on it was really unpredictable, so I couldn't really tell which way I should adjust my analog stick. So it's just really not the gun for me. I mean, if you guys liked it, and I hope you do, it just wasn't for me. I'm not saying it's complete and utter ass or it's the worst gun I've ever played with, but just, it's going to be one I'm probably going to try and get gold. Oh my god. It's probably going to be one I try and get gold last or finish all the achievements on last, just because it wasn't really pleasurable. Or if I'm in a really good mood, maybe I'll pick it up and play with it. You know what I mean? Because I figure I'll have a little bit of time. I'll have some lead time before I get in a really pissed off mood by playing with it. So it wasn't really, the gun just wasn't for me. Now, everyone knows the absolute fan favorite, which is the next on the list, was the Razorback. Everyone loved the Razorback. I love the Razorback. The Razorback was amazing at range. The fire rate was pretty good. It was super accurate. Yeah, it was a great gun. I think it's going to be, kind of the equivalent to the, almost maybe the PDW of Black Ops 2 before they nerfed it and screwed with it. So what I'll do is at the end, I'll kind of give a relation to video of what it was in all the, in previous Call of Duty games of what I akin it to. So the next on the list we had was the Vesper. The Vesper has a ridiculous fire rate. I mean, really, really high fire rate. I didn't get to use it that much because I didn't get to a high enough level to get to it, so I pretty much had to pick him up off the ground, and use him that way. But the recoil on it was really, really light. The damage on it was really, really light, mainly because the fire rate was so high, so they had to balance the gun some way. So I'll give it a try. I'll definitely give it a try when it's all said and done. And last but not least, you had the VMP. The VMP I only found during one game. I picked it up and used it, and man, does that have a really small magazine size. I could not believe how much I was reloading with that gun. But I'll tell you what, the damage on it was high. The damage on it was really, really high. So, I could see myself getting into that. I definitely could see myself getting into that gun. So why don't we go back through and let's try and take all these guns and put them with a gun that we have used in the past. So the Cuda is something I would put probably in the same lines as maybe like a UMP, a UMP or, from Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, maybe, or an MP7 in Black Ops 2. That's probably why I put it in that class. It's just solid submachine gun overall. It doesn't really have too many weaknesses. It's not a world beater, but it's a pretty decent gun. The Weevil, I'd probably put that in line with like a Black Ops 2 Vector. I hated the Vector in Black Ops 2. I mean, in Ghost, it was amazing. The Vector in Ghost was absolutely amazing. But yeah, in Black Ops 2, it just wasn't that good for me. So I'm gonna say the Weevil and the Vector. The next thing I go with would be the Razorback. The Razorback is probably like PDW, man, from Black Ops 2. Beastly gun. Vesper is probably a lot like the Cheat Cone because of that really high fire rate. And the VMP, I really don't know. I didn't really get to play with it enough, so I have no idea what to akin it to. It seems like a very different gun. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something. Peace, love, and soul. I'm out.